What's up, y'all? I'm out here at the range, as you can see, on a fantastic day. Temperatures hovering right around 70 degrees. Nice breeze going on out here. I don't even have to set my shade up or anything. So I'm trying to get a couple of little bit longer range tests done today. And this one right here is another good old 5.56. So as you can see, we got the split jelly contraption going on with the chrono and bench down here. And then down there at 28 yards, we got our gel blocks. So we got a couple of blocks down here ready to go. Now this front block is completely clear. I have done one test already today, so this far one is pretty filled up. I had to send an extra one in there because one of them wanted to go out on me. Pretty good test. I'll leave a link above if y'all hadn't seen that, but I should have plenty of room to sneak any in here. And these right here that I'm testing probably are going to need a little bit of this right here, but hopefully we'll get lucky and I don't run into any of them tracks. Heavy clothing barrier, of course, with a layer of denim, fleece, and 2 layers of cotton t-shirt. And as you can see, we got us some more AR food this time. What you're looking at is the Winchester Ranger law enforcement ammo. This is their RA556B. It's a 5.56 64 grain bonded solid base. Now a little bit of info on it. The ballistics is saying 29.35 at the muzzle. It doesn't list the test barrel. I'm assuming that's out of a 16-inch barrel. A couple of little points here they brag about. It's got a soft point. Obviously, if I didn't say it's a soft point, nice rapid controlled expansion. They're saying you do have that bonded core, so it's supposed to really hold together, not a whole lot of loss, and you're supposed to get some really nice penetration even through hard barriers. Here's a look at your cartridge. Really nice nickel plated case there, sealed primers and everything on it with that soft point projectile. And of course, I'm gonna send these through a couple of different barrel lengths out here today. For a little bit shorter one, I've got my 10.5 inch. This is a PSA upper and lower. I believe this is a 1-in-7 twist on this one. And then for the full size 16 inch, we got my good old Angry Joe here, PSA upper and lower again. And this one is also a 1-in-7 twist. But I think it's a pretty safe bet. We're gonna get some really good performance from both of these barrel lengths. Well, let's get it all set up and see what they do. All right, let's see how fast this stuff's moving. I'm gonna do a 5-round average from each barrel length, starting with this 10.5 inch first. Remember now the box is saying 29.35. Again, I'm assuming 16-inch barrel, but I don't know what length barrel they got that from. Got 27.77. So what are we? Yeah, we're right much short there. 27.59. 27.03. 27.58. And 27.64, so decent amount short of that 29.35. Let's check out the average. All right, so our 5-round average from this 10.5 was 2,751 feet per second. We had an extreme spread of 68 with a standard deviation of 27.4. We did have a high of what, 27.7, so not that much off from the average. I think I forgot to mention, like I always do, I know a lot of y'all get tired of hearing me talk about this lab radar, but if I don't mention it, sure enough, I'm gonna have a bunch of people ask me, and I've got the distances set different than what I usually do. But this thing obviously gives you multiple readings. As you saw, that large number's at the muzzle, and then those 5 other ones across the bottom are set for different yardages. I've got them set for 15 yards and then 28 yards, which is where the gel is, and then 50, 75, and 100. But let's get it all reset and see how much the 16 speeds it up. All right, let's see what we get from this 16 inch. Remember now, we're looking for 29.35. Hopefully we get close at least with this. 3,061, 3011, 3013, 3058, and 3016. So we got that velocity on the box and then some. I'm very glad to see. Let's check out the average. All right, this 16 inch definitely squeezed some more juice out of it. For a 5-round average that time, we had 3,032 feet per second, a 50 extreme spread with a 25.3 standard deviation. So we was looking for a 29.35. Yeah, 29.35. We got every bit of it plus an extra 100 pretty much. So this is gonna do a real nice job in the gel. Ain't no doubt about it. 30-32 here, and if you remember on that 10.5, it was 27.51, so you talking about 281 feet per second more from this 16-inch barrel. I would say that's a significant difference. That's over 10% difference right there. Now, all that being said, I think the difference there is just going to be how devastating it is down there in the gel, because there's no doubt in my mind this stuff is going to do very nice from both barrel lengths. But let's get it all set up. Y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, it's Ranger I Hardly Know Her jelly time. I'm gonna put one through each barrel length into the gel, starting with this 10.5 first. Again, I think both of these are gonna do a really nice job. I'm just curious mainly about the penetration from these. Let's see what we get. I think I skinned the top of the block. I believe this stuff is hitting way off from where I'm thinking it is. Let me go see what I got. All right, let's try that again, y'all. I just got a little bit too high there. It actually went in nicely, perfect in placement, but and then it curved out. So let's see what I can do. All right, that one was definitely much better. Hopefully it didn't go out the side on me. Let me go check it out. All right, y'all, that one's looking really good down there. Unfortunately, though, I left myself a chore to keep this one here out of the other tracks, but hopefully I can get lucky. Actually, I think that was absolutely perfect. Let's go check these things out. All right, let's check out what we got down here. I can tell you already, this stuff right here is right up my alley. This looks like absolutely perfect performance for what I personally look for out of a 5.56. Now, these tracks are a little cozy down here, but they all stayed completely separated, and I think it all worked out for the best as far as giving y'all a clear picture of all of it, because you can see both of the ones that actually matter here. Now, that top one, it matters, but it went out the top. Y'all saw it came in nice. But if we jump on down to the very bottom, this is the one from the 10.5, the second one that I actually kept. So as you can see, I mean, this thing is absolutely incredible as far as performance. Very, very nice disruption here all the way through that first block. I mean, it dumped all of the energy right here and all the way through this first block. So really, I know a lot of people always get bent out of shape about the penetration. Oh, you know, you didn't dump the energy, it took the energy. Absolutely not. This right here did everything you needed to do already. It already did the performance and gave you the performance that you need. After this, the rest of it's just a bonus, and boy howdy did it deliver on a bonus. Goes from the first block into the second block. That's probably a good 6 inches, 7 inches maybe into this second block, and you got some very, very nice expansion on it, and I don't see any kind of fragmentation, any loss of material anywhere through that track. And then if we jump up above that to the middle, that's the one from the 16-inch. Again, absolute fantastic performance. This thing dumped every bit of its energy all the way through this first block. The vast majority of it right there. Incredible disruption right there, more than the 10.5 you can see here in person. But again, all the way through that first block. Now this one didn't go nearly as far because you can tell it got more expansion, that extra velocity. This one goes into this second block probably 2 to 3 inches, and once again, absolute fantastic expansion. So as far as the penetration on them, we'll start with this 10.5 down at the bottom first. That one is out to 22 inches. So I know a lot of people think that's too much, more power to you, but for me, I think that is absolutely beautiful. And then this 16-inch here, this one is at 17.5, actually 17 3/4 inches. So once again, I think both of these, either one of them is absolutely fantastic as far as performance. And then here's your close-up look again on the bottom. That's the 10.5, and then right up above that in the middle there, that's the 16-inch. As you can see, again, very, very nice disruption all the way through that first block basically. And then this one goes into the second block. That's your 16-inch. And then if we go down, follow this a little bit further, There's your 10.5 inch. As you can see, really nice expansion. And then this is from the other side. I just wanted to give you a little bit better look at that 16 inch here on the back side. The one in the middle there again, that's the 16 inch you're looking at. There's your projectile. The 10.5 again was down there. If we follow that one back, it might be a little hard to see from back here. I'll try to get up above, up under there. And then there you can see, but very, very nice from both of these. All right, let's check out these projectiles, y'all. More absolutely beautiful stuff right here. These things, I think this is perfect. I think this performance that we're looking at right here, just skip all the extra talk. This is absolutely perfect in my opinion. This one right here, this was from the 10.5 inch. This was from the 16. Now you can see a difference there, no doubt about it. It didn't peel back as far on this 10.5, but still absolutely beautiful expansion for a 10.5 inch barrel. That's fantastic right there. The 16 inch, more of the same. Absolute beautiful expansion. Very, very nice. I don't think this stuff lost any kind of material. I didn't see a single speck of anything in the gel. So again, in my opinion, this stuff right here is absolutely perfect. So let's get a few measurements and make sure we ain't talking them up too much. We'll start with the weight. They both started at 64. This one out of the 10.5 inch is exactly 64.0 grains. So nothing lost there. And this one from the 16 inch is 63.8 grains. So absolutely nothing lost from either one of these, moving right at 3,000 feet per second. That is some really, really nice performance. And then as far as the expansion size, we'll go with this 10.5 first. You got 468 and 462, so very nice even expansion right there. And then this one from the 16, you got 525 and 514. So once again, for both of these, very, very nice expansion. Really, really nice even expansion, and just all around beautiful performance. And there you have it, y'all, the Winchester Ranger soft point bonded base 5.56 law enforcement ammo. In case y'all can't tell, I really like this stuff. I think this is absolutely perfect performance. There's not much more you can ask for out of a 5.56. You had nice velocity and energy. You had absolutely beautiful expansion and penetration. So just everything that you want out of a 5.56, or at least everything that I personally want out of a 5.56. This is just absolute beautiful performance. Now I will say that I've personally never seen these, even at my local shop who deals in a lot of Leo trade stuff. I've personally never seen a box of these. So I can tell you though that I will be going and looking for some of these, because again, in my opinion, I think for whatever purpose that you might need these for, these would absolutely do the job and then some. All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap it up right there with what I think was one of the best 5.56 rounds that I've tested to date. I think this stuff is fantastic. Again, it got every single thing that I personally look for. Nice velocity, even out of the 10.5 inch, fantastic penetration, fantastic expansion. There's just really nothing much more that I could ask for out of a 5.56. Now, y'all know I've said in the past that when it comes to 5.56, 300 blackouts, supersonic stuff, AR type stuff, I'm one of those who'll run whatever. When I got something near me, if I can grab it, if I need it right then, I'm gonna run it, whether it's FMJ, soft point, no matter what it is. I think pretty much any round from a 5.56 put in the right spot is definitely gonna do the job. But if I do have the choice and the opportunity to grab something really, really nice like this at a decent deal, I'm definitely gonna do it. But let me know down in the comments what y'all think about this stuff. Am I just overexcited, overhyping this stuff? Do y'all think it's as nice as I do? Have you actually seen any of this out there in the wild anywhere? Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on it. If you enjoyed the video, take a second and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you got those notifications turned on so you get notified when I upload stuff. Take a second and check out those affiliate links in the video description. Anything you grab after hitting those links down there, I get a kickback from them towards the channel, so I really appreciate that. Big thanks again to all my Range Gang members and every single one of y'all for supporting the channel. Pretty interesting stuff done out here today, and I've got a lot more planned, so stay on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.